Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Most of the time, I try to give you guys the best info and, I hope for those magical days each and every single day. It's not the case, if we're being realistic. So, today was the opposite of what I was hoping to show you guys. Probably the most epic, one of the most epic failures I've had in like any warships, experience really in terms of just like being so close and then falling so far back. So either way, we're gonna give you guys the scoop on 5ER. All the different attack metas. This is a solid base. If you guys do want to copy it, I think this is one of the better ones out there right now. I got it from Mr. General Electric if you guys are looking on the leaderboards. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more of the chicken's pain as we try to grind and bash our way through the end of Season 32. Now, overall, I don't want to be too negative. I think we're actually still in a pretty decent spot. We just got to wait for our next tech window. And one of the biggest things that I always talk about is when you're losing, stop. This is not what I did today. I was losing and I was determined, man. I was determined because I got that taste at 21 and I was determined to go after it and get it. But it just wasn't in the cards. I think I had my window, but I flubbed on it. And the most frustrating thing is, okay, so let's just go ahead and get into this. So I got up to, I had 3 boss fights to rank 21. If you don't know what I mean by boss fight, it means if you win that battle, then you move on to the next rank. So I hit a win streak and I was at 20 and 67 stars. So I would have been able to get to 80 stars and get to that 21. And what I did was I was heavy rushing and I didn't realize the last engine was over here. And then I doubled and tripled down and spent all my GB to get here. And then I ended up fizzling out before I would have got there. And I totally would have smoked them easily. And then the guy, I would have beat the guy by like 20 or 30 seconds. So totally my fault, totally on me. But yeah, just so frustrating, And then I kept battling, and I couldn't make my ground back. And then we just kind of tilted basically and fell all the way back to where we're at now, the beginning of 19. So let's go over the tech tree first. Now, here's what I would recommend for you guys. If you're not in 5ERs already, don't go early. I think I caught the last little tech wave to get 5ER and then to rank up. Obviously, like I said, I flubbed that, but I would at least get the prototype after. And it looks like it's either the Shock Blaster or the Grappler, depending on what base you're using. And then next, I would recommend going for Bombardiers because I think that's the safe play because we can simply go Bombers. We can either go straight from Bombers to Barrage or we can just go from Bombers right into 6 and grab ourselves some building damage and then just move forward to the heavy choppers. I think that's going to be the safe route. Seekers are going to be very good. I'm not sure exactly how easy they are to use yet. That's why I'm hesitant to recommend them to everybody. If you're good with Seekers and you play them all the time, obviously that's going to be your route to go. If you're good with Rocket Choppers, that's another great route to go. It just depends, right? So I think I'm probably going to go for Bombers first. It's also a little bit cheaper. It's 2 nodes instead of 3. I'm hoping I can still get that, still hit that tech window, but I'll show you guys the attack that does work. Let's see if we can find one with a decent time here. I don't think so. 251, that's not horrible. So this is against 5ER, and this is pretty well what I was using when things were going well for us. So I was going 5 heavies and 3 boats of riflemen with battle orders. And you're either basically just orders rushing, what I like to call it, just using battle orders and clearing 1, I can't click on that, 1, 2, 3, 4 engines, and then use your artillery to art out that last one on the top. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. It's also easy to screw it up. I'm using Iron Will here for some reason. I'm not sure why. Iron Will can work too. It's just slower, so I wouldn't recommend using it all the time. I'm not sure, honestly, why I used that there. I think it would have been a little bit better for battle orders, but either way, that's basically the hit. There's not much to it, and it's different if you have what we're seeing right now is we're either seeing Seekers, heavy bombers, rifle bombers, or heavy Nzuka. That's basically the mixtures that we're seeing right now. And out of all those, I think rifle bomber is probably the fastest from what I've seen, but it's hard to say. A lot of the bomber attacks, I was 50-50, and I'm only using heavies and rifles. So, yeah. So that's the base. That's the base. I'll zoom out like I always try to, and give you guys a copying thing there. And yeah. So that's the base. That's the attack. That's the tech. Now, can we put this to work? I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll try our best here, but yeah, it was just such a frustrating day because I was so determined. Like, it's so tough when you get that close to getting it and then being able to be like, okay, well, it's not there now. You know what I mean? All right, so this guy, this looks like shish kebabber's base. Okay, so let's make sure we got battle orders. That's what we want, I think. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then brick. And then we can go down here. It's always 7 artillery, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they all went there unless one of them just got sticky. There we go. Alright, so this guy's got some mines up here, but you just got to be careful about. Let's throw a shock down there. The first iPad battle is always a tricky one. Yeah, I figured those riflemen were going to die. I should have spaced them out more on the left or delayed them or done something. I'm actually going to take out these mines here just because I really don't like how those look, especially that close to the very end. Alright, let's use our battle orders here to get around the side. And I'm actually going to flare onto this sniper tower, because if not, they would probably walk along the wall directly in front of that flamethrower, and that is not what we want, of course. Alright, so we got one more orders ready to go here. Let's go ahead and use it now. And as soon as we're past that splash damage, I'm going to go ahead and shock here. And we're going to flare over on this side. And let's see how this goes. I could have used a medkit there, I don't know. Yep, okay, we're going to fizzle out here. So that's how it's been the last little bit. That's how every attack for me has gone. So, yeah, not very helpful, I guess, but, oh, man. Yeah, that's what was working for me earlier today, and there was no problems with it whatsoever, so. I mean, this guy might fizzle. It depends. He's going to get one more artillery off, but it looks like he's taking down the whole base, so. Yeah, super frustrating day. Honestly, didn't want to make this video because I don't really have that much good stuff to show you, other than the fact that if you're not doing well, neither's the chicken, and you know, it happens to everyone throughout the season. There's always highs and lows. It is Warships, up and down, all around. Right, that's what we always say. I mean, if you guys saw the stream the other day on the Chicken Gaming channel, we literally just went back for 1920, 1920, 1920 for 2.5 hours. So, yeah, obviously it's gonna happen sometimes. And I rushed through everything, so I mean, all he has to do is, yeah, he's already won. So, I guess we'll watch this one play out. But yeah, we'll get the next prototype, we'll make the base a little dirtier, and we'll add some bombers in the mix, and then hopefully that's going to be our diamond run. I'm usually pretty good with the bombardiers when they do come around, so always got the cluster grenade too. I mean, he's not going to finish this. I don't know what he's so. I guess he's going for percentage because he sees that we tied on engine rooms, but little does he know, he crushed us. So let's do one more. Let's try to end things here on a positive note. I know it's been kind of a negative video, but you know, that's what it is today. That's what it is. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think that's it. We just gotta wait. We gotta farm. We gotta collect our chests. I mean, we're still stuck in gold, so we're gonna get 60 keys tomorrow. So I mean, that might be enough. It's gonna be close if it's enough for bombers or not. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Because that's my main thing, right? Is I skipped basically all the extra offensive stuff. I skipped Zookas, I skipped Warriors, I skipped, or I don't have Seekers or Bombers yet. We did go back and get Riflemen maxed out, but yeah, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Can we get into one more battle here to wrap this one up, guys? What is going on? Whew, man. Whew, man. But yeah, that was definitely the most epic failure I think I've ever had in one day of Warships. Like, to go from just on the edge to all the way back down. That was definitely, that was pretty crazy. So, how do we want to do this? These are such a, it's so hard to go, you know, back to these bases. Like, this is the base, like, before, like the original 40R meta, so I just forget how to attack it. But I think what we can do is I mean, I honestly just forget how to attack this base. I haven't seen it in so long. I think what we'll do is we'll go Iron Will, something like that. I don't know if I should be bringing Rifleman or not. It might be okay. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. The good thing now is we have way more GBEs, so I mean, ideally these should be a lot easier. I somehow missed that flamethrower. Alright, so we're going to just simply come around the top here. The big thing is we want to make sure that we have our battle orders, or sorry, our Iron Will as we go across the mines. That's going to be our saving grace here. So I'm actually more worried about that than I am on getting that last artillery off. So let's go ahead and pop that now. And I want to make sure I grab this flamethrower here. There we go. And let's use another one right here as we come over all these mines. We also have medkits upgraded to rank 4 now, so that should help a little bit too. Now the problem now with no cluster grenade is it's tough to rush these at the very end. So did we flare there? No. I think let's just go for it. I don't know. And we're gonna fizzle on this one too. Fitting attacks for a fitting day. Not my brightest moment, but yeah, we're gonna fizzle out here for sure. So yeah, but either way, hopefully that helps you guys out, and we'll be back tomorrow with I hope something different. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we'll see you in the next one. Chicken out. Back.